going up against the Charlotte Hornets here at Spectrum Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. We've got Daniels, also Trae Young out there. Okongwu is out there with Reza Shea. And Gay is in at the power forwards position. And for the Hornets, we've got Josh Green. Williams is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Smith, and it's Ball in at the 5. You know, Greg, neither of these teams are at full health here, both contending with injury.
Yeah, and it's a shame, really. You always want to see teams at full strength, but there's no asterisk because this game's going to count just the same.
So the Hornets win the tip. Bridges deciding where to go with it. The dish now to Ball. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Now, here is Young. From outside the arc. No good there. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
Yeah, they dropped the last game of this matchup. Their bench wasn't able to keep up with the opposing reserves offensively.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. On the wing, Daniels. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
And the first one drops. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
Hey, DB, we don't see a lot of them, but from what you have seen and heard, what can the Charlotte Hornets do better to improve their overall game?
Well, I think one of the things you have to look at is what are they doing successfully on the offensive end and what are their weaknesses? One of the weaknesses is drawing fouls and getting opportunities at the free throw line. To me, Kev, the best teams do a good job of getting easy points, whether in transition or at the charity stripe.
Here's Young. Miles Bridges picking up that last basket. Pass to Reza Shea. Here's Gay over Williams. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First team foul.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Smith the pass to Bridges. Back to Smith. Fires the 3. Okongwu grabs the board. Hawks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Daniels with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. 6 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Gay. Atlanta again missing. Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. There's Ball with the 3. Offensive rebound. There's Williams. Comes up empty down low.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Young against Ball. Okongwu kicks to Young. Second chance shot, and there's the nice layup by Okongwu.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Over to the left wing. Here's Ball. Knocks it loose. Young with the steal. Pass to Rizachet. Bucket is good.
Oh, that's a great sign for Rizachet, proving he can handle the physicality of the NBA.
Hornets trail by 3. Here's Smith. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Well, we are quickly reaching the end of the regular season. Doris, are you as excited as I am for the playoffs coming up?
Definitely, Kevin, and I know it's on the players and coaches' minds. It's right there waiting for us. But let's remember, the most mature teams, the best teams, recognize games are still to be played. You cannot let the playoffs distract you from what's in front of your face.
Free throw good, Smith. So both teams making some changes here. Both free throws good from Smith. And Doris, a new era began in Charlotte after Michael Jordan's departure as owner in 2023.
And Kevin, with that ownership change, there's always a transition period, and it may take a while for the Hornets to find success, but there are some reasons for optimism, and you begin with the young point guard.
Charlotte trailing. Here's Simpson. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Capella. There's the pass to Krejci. Lays it up and banks it in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Simpson, the pass to Nurkic. And that one, good.
Forget about Nurkic not minding contact. This guy invites contact.
Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball too critical in today's NBA.
Passes it to Mann. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up again. And the dunk by Capella.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Capella's work ethic is what allows him to get those dunks.
Simpson, the pass to Smith. Here's Simpson. Back to Smith. Pass to Simpson. Shoots a 3. Charlotte with the new shot clock. The shot will not fall. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to LeVert. Here's Krejci. It's blocked. Smith on the wing. LeVert defending. Smith's shot is good.
Boy, it looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
And so LeVert will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 3-point game. Smith for 3. That shot no good. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Hawks lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
The Hawks leading by 3. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Niang out there with Matthews. Then it's Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. Here's Ball. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
LaMelo Ball with the ball on a string. How about that drive?
Ball against Young. Stolen by Ball. Fast break now for Charlotte. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
LaMelo Ball came in like a storm into this NBA, Doris, but hasn't been able to stay healthy since.
It's so true, Kevin, and that's unfortunate because the skill is apparent every time he plays. He's a game changer with his size and his playmaking. The NBA is better off because of the flair and the style he brings when he is healthy.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. Nurkic, and finish off by Nurkic.
One thing you can always count on with Yusuf Nurkic, this guy's going to carve out space around the glass.
Young pass to Niang. Latrey. And that's good. Trae Young for 3. Young's got 5 points in the quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving it in.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Young dishes to Daniels. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Young. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And he gets it to go.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Ball against Young. Williams can't get it to go. Man has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The pass to Young. Now Reza Shea. Outside Matthews. Driving to the basket. Here's Okongwu. Excellent D there from Williams. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Curry with the 3. Gay with the rebound. Hawks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. The offensive rebound. Pass to Reza Shea. And the shot is long. Charlotte trailing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
It really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Well, probably his size and athleticism. That combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
Here's Krejci. His last outing, he had 8 points. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Thursday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Friday, they'll tip it off. Road trip beginning in Oklahoma City, where they'll take on the Thunder.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
And he can't get the first one. Charlotte making a switch here. Smith has checked in. He hits the second from the line. The Hornet shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Here's Simpson. Pass to Salon. Three-pointer.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Knocked loose. Levert against Smith. We've got 1:48 left here in the second. Okongwu's shot is good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Hawks.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And the Hawks making a change here. Mann's checked in. And so here's Atlanta. They lead by 4. Here's Levert. It's rebounded by Salon.
Boy, a little indecisive. I think he wanted to kick it out, changed his mind, and ended up missing.
And so Levert will bring it up for the Hawks. Gay's shot is good. Gay's got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like this has become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
And the Hornets making a change here. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Take a look at the Hawks. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And, of course, there's the Hornets. Not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
Checking out Charlotte. They've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
Here's Mann. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Pass to Gay. Tries it from 9. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Outside, Green. Ball from long range. Sinks the three-pointer. Ball's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The Hawks leading by 3. Pass to Okongwu. Into the lane. Mann gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points. And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Atlanta up by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a slight scoring advantage. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
And Big Fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Can't believe the coach hasn't been screaming for better looks. They've been letting us fly from the cheap seats with almost nothing to show for it. We've got to tighten up and get smart before the game gets away. Coach, talk to your team.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from LaMelo Ball.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got LaMelo Ball. Miles Bridges is out there with Mark Williams. Then there's Josh Green. And it's Smith in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
Nice job capitalizing down there. You're good at probing inside and finding some space.
Ball, the pass to Williams. And the slam by Williams. And he just powered that one down. One of the game's top dunkers. The Hawks leading by 4. Pass to Gay. Here is Daniels. Defended by Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Miles Bridges. For Atlanta, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Both good from the line that time. Charlotte shooting 43% from the field. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Ball.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
Pass to Young. Lets it go from deep. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up to the Charlotte Hornets. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Wow, LaMelo is always a tough matchup, but tonight almost impossible.
One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Okongwu grabs the board. Okongwu's now got 8 rebounds in this game. And the pass to Young. To the middle. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist from Young. And now a 6-point Hawks lead. Hornets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Ball with the bucket.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
Got a piece of it. Daniels with it, working on Smith. Offensive rebound. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Ball driving inside.
I'd say the intuition, the IQ of LaMelo Ball. The guy just knows what to do and when. Nice drive.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Get loud and make some noise for your Charlotte Dancers.
And now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. Third is Zachary Rizasheh.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
Passes it to Capella. Here's Daniels, guarded by Curry. Steps back and fires. It's good on the putback.
And that's Capella getting rewarded for his effort on the glass. Love when that kind of hustle pays off.
Here's Simpson. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Capella. Three-pointer, Daniels. Not going to go that time.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Green kicks to Williams. Outside, Green. Bridges finds Green. Shot clock at 5. Bridges attacking. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Trae Young.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Well, Doris, there's no question Miles Bridges is a talented scorer out on the wings.
You are exactly right, Kevin. This is a young man capable of putting up 20 points per game on a nightly basis. Now I want to see Bridges take strides as a defender. He has to show more commitment on that end of the floor. Guys, what we've come to learn about Miles Bridges is this guy is a force on the offensive end. Whether he's inside or outside, you know he's going to be aggressive trying to put the ball in the basket.
Here's Krejci, and right now he's averaging about 7 points a game. They get a hand on it. Bridges with the steal. And the Hornets at all time here.
And team strategy closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for LaMelo Ball. Charlotte moving it around. Back to Curry. Pass the ball. They grab their own miss and finish off by Nurkic.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
A minute 42 left in the third. LeVert the pass to Krejci. Basket good. Krejci's got 5 now. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Here's Simpson. Still scoreless. Outside, Ball. Clock at 6. From the top of the key. Here's Diabate. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Diabate's got his first 2 points. And so LeVert will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Makes it off the glass. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Boy, that's just about strength right there. Karis LeVert just simply refuses to be denied.
Simpson the pass the ball. Here's Diabate. Pass to Nurkic. He kicks it to Ball. That one drops for him. Ball's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
The pass to Krejci. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the third. Capella with the bucket.
The closer Capella is, the more effective he becomes, showing off the nice touch there.
Curry looking it over. And Capella sends it back. Here's Krejci. He has 5. He can't get that one.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully. That's the but not to be.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading basketball. Hawks lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
Come on, fans. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Daniels out there with Trae Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then there's George Niang. And it's Reza Shea in at the small forward. To the paint. And the dunk by Reza Shea.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
On the wing, Green. Passes it to Williams. Back to Green. That one goes. Count it. And the Hornets lead by 1. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
The Hawks shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. On the wing, Daniels, guarded by Green. Daniels kicks to Niang. Pass to Reza Shea. And here's Daniels. It's stolen by Green.
Bridges has a frame that allows him to play through contact, and he welcomes and relishes those opportunities.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Okongwu's checked in for Capella. All free throws good from Bridges.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Down low, here's Niang. Can't connect from short range. Hornets leading by 3. Ball kicks to Smith. Back to Ball. Here's the feed to Bridges. Ball no good. Daniels with it, working on Green. Green with the block. Pass the ball. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Bridges, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight. The Hawks trail by 6. Knocked away. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Nurkic. The kick out to Ball. And right on target. Good. Ball's got 12 points here in the second half.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Okongwu. Now Rizachet to the inside. And Okongwu slams it in.
And this kid, Rizachet, is a team-first kind of player, willing to give it up to the open man.
Here's Ball with the drive, and he banks in the layup. Ball's got 26.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Here's Young. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And something you like about Young is how he forces an opponent's hand. He makes you adapt and not the other way around.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Hornets making a change here. Diabate's checked in. And so Young nails them both.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the Hornets call time here.
Let's see who's the loudest.
To present the New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, during the break, listen in with Charles Lee and his team. He reminded his team, we're up. All the pressure is on them. Let's just keep playing our game. Makes sense because they've got a nice lead late in this game. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night. Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
The drive-by Ball.
And hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he did in that first half.
At the line for 2, LaMelo Ball.
The first one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Ball hits them both.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
Atlanta calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
You've got to take a timeout, take a breath, and come up with a plan for how to stop this guy.
Some changes for Charlotte. Nurkic checked in for Miles Bridges. And Curry subbed in for Josh Green. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Young uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Good work there as it goes.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Curry against Young. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Hawks making a switch here. Gaze checked in. Here's Smith. Okongwu grabs the board. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. A steal. Ball from long range. And it's Ricochet with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 7. On its way from Young for 2. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Musa Diabate. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Hawks, Mohamed Gee. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that turns the lead to 6. And he makes both free throws.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Ball. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Young against Ball. Pass to Diabate. 5 on the clock. On its way from Curry for 2. The Hornets rebound.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Got a hand on it. Now here's Ball. Defense right on him. And an intentional foul right there. Bridges is checked in for the Hornets. Green comes in for Seth Curry.
Substitution for your Hornets. Miles Bridges. Josh Green.
44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Ball kicks to Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Bridges has got the lead up to 8 now for the Hornets. And here's Young. Lets it go from 14. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for your Hornets, LaMelo Ball. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
Well, what we know is LaMelo Ball is so young, but already an all-star. The future bright with a guy who can pass it and shoot it as consistently as he can.
And it's Ricochet missing. Ball feeling it out a bit. That's tipped. Passes to Daniels. Banked in off the glass.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And so it's Charlotte with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters the most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.